So this is Group 22 Adrelanine Hunt. So for the iPhone version, we have on the home screen we have a little slideshow showcasing the different rides that can be found in Thorpe Park. Below that we have a introductory description and an advertisement for Thorpe Park Resort. It can be made full screen if the user wants. So to start the treasure hunt, the user needs to press on the start button, and a small pop-up would appear asking if they have read the rules. If they have, it will go to the clue page, and if they haven't, it will go to the rules page. So for this instance, we'll press no, and it outlines 6 different rules. Once they've read the rules, they can continue to go to the first clue. So the first clue is a plugin, a snap puzzle. The user needs to put the blocks up to see what ride it reveals. They don't need to do this puzzle. They only need to know what the answer is and input the answer. In this case, it's stealth. If the user is stuck on a question, they're able to click on this button. It will redirect them to the points of interest page. The answers for the clues are always a point of interest, and they can just go back to the clue once they know what the answer is. There's also 3 attempts per question. So if they get it wrong, it's gonna reveal that they have 2 attempts remaining, and then 1 attempt. There's different scoring rewards for getting it right or wrong on certain attempts. There's other plugins such as sliders. Again, the user doesn't need to complete the slider, they only need to know what the answer is. There's also riddles. And finally, the last puzzle is a hangman. The user needs to enter a letter individually, and it will reveal the letters one by one. There's other sliders, and it also tracks the progress as it shows the total points that the player has earned so far, and also the clue that they're on. So we know that there's 10 clues. Other types of puzzles we've implemented are rearranging letters, where it reveals where the user needs to rearrange the letters in order to find a ride. There's also hidden images where a ride is hidden behind black paint. And finally, there's another hangman puzzle. After the user has completed the clues, they're redirected to the scores page. It reveals the score, the amount of points they have earned in each clue, and their current score. If the user is able to do it again, it will also show the last score. So other pages we have implemented are the points of interest. These outline the details of each ride, so they can go in and get more information about them. And if they feel they want to see where the location is, they're able to click on the locations button. If they are also able to favorite each point of interest. So let's favorite stealth and the swarm. And if you now head over to the favorites page, it should be shown in the favorites page. And as you can see, that both of the rides are shown. They are also able to mail the favorites to their email. A little pop-up will be shown, and they need to input their email address. And as you can see, it will show their favorites. They are also able to remove the favorites one by one. So all they need to do is click on the little button, and it has validation. Another page is the informations page. Here we outline how to play a treasure hunt in case the user doesn't yet know, and we have a little video outlining how to do that as well. Other details we've implemented are the contact details for Thorpe Park Resort. We also have a news section. It contains various news articles and the time and date of its publishing. If you go into one, it will display the article, and they're able to use the navigation bar at the bottom to move through the pages.
We've also got a dedicated maps page for our application. So if they go on this, they can see where their location is by clicking my location. This will redirect them to their current location. Then they can navigate to Thorpe Park using this button. They can choose their method of transport, so can do by public transport, and it will give directions underneath to Thorpe Park. Finally, we also have a bookings page. The user can select from 3 different categories to book tickets for. Let's say we choose Shark Hotel. They first have to select a date for the booking. You just select any date here. Then they have to select a type of ticket they want to book. So for instance, for this one, they can choose the type of bed for the hotel. Then they can choose the amount they want for that type. Then they have to add it to their basket using the plus button. This will then appear below and they can see what they have in their basket. Can add another one here as well. The user can also delete items from the basket. This is all dynamic, so the price will be updated accordingly, like so. Once the user has finished with this, they can decide to pay for their tickets by clicking this button, by tapping this button. They have to enter an email. Just enter one here. The card number. Then have to tap the pay button. Let me just enter a future date here. This will then process and take them to the confirmation page where they can see their receipt for the tickets. Can then press finish, and then they can book more tickets if they wish to do so. And that's pretty much it for the iPhone application. Now move on to the iPad one, which has minor changes.
For the iPad application, we followed a 2-column layout. So as you can see on the home page, there's 2 columns. On the left-hand side, we have a slideshow, and we also have the video underneath. And on the right, we have some text. Due to the larger screen size, we decided to go with this layout as it enables us to view more content on the page. So another page that had the change was the rules page. So as you can see here, we follow the same layout, similar to the iPhone page. However, in this case, it's landscape instead of portrait. The next page we changed was the POS. As you can see, this is the layout. It's a very minor change. And another page was the information page. This is where we had all details and text such as contact details and about the treasure hunt on the left, and a map of the theme park and a video on the right. So it's very simple. It's very minor changes in terms of the layout, but in terms of the functionality, it's also very similar to how the iPhone functions. And lastly, we have the news page, which is also a change. So we follow the 2-column layout here also. And users can also click on the news icon to view more about it.
Thank you for listening to Group 22's video demo.